Alright, here's another one. I was in there cleaning some look, they hit the horn, but I was in there cleaning some shit. You know, like I said, this shit is on everybody's mind. So it's like, why you know, and that's another thing. People that lie be like, why is it on your mind? Why are you thinking about it? Like, nigga, really? You can't even say I got too much to worry about. You know, I got my kids, I got my grandkids, yada yada yada. It's like you can't even say you got too. I'm just worried about surviving day to day. No, you can't. You can't even say. You know that means. I'm telling you that means this gangsta shit. That mean that they're with that shit. They're with it. That's a phrase y'all might want to learn. It's old school, but it's old school gangster phrase. You with that shit. Basically, is the best analogy. Exactly, he with that shit. You know, you with that shit. They tried to set you up, and I ain't talking about like no TV shit. Like literally, nigga was set up, or they set up your homeboy, and now this nigga come and acting like he your. Basically, he acting like he your friend. He ain't your friend. Like nigga, you with that shit. I know you with this shit. You know, get out of my face. You know, whatever. You know, before you know, before before you know what's finna happen. You know, whatever. I'm cleaning it up right now, but I ain't. So anyway, you know, just remember what I was saying earlier. A song popped in my head from the '80s. You know, just again another song. Just this one right here. It
Let me tell you a story about a girl and a guy. The guy was too fat, the girl was too fly. They'd been together for a very long time when they felt the sense of change in the state of their mind. They had a true love, but they just didn't know how to talk to one another so the feelings could change to each other.
point is, it was really the chorus that popped up in my head. It's the chorus. Don't rock the boat, baby. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like remember this is what I was talking about earlier. All of that shit where they talk we gotta teach little boys how to respect women. And don't rock the boat. It don't mean be quiet and be timid. No, listen to the rest of the chorus. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, so it reminded me how recently, like again, the Democrats, Pelosi and all them, Cuomo, things will never go back to normal. This is gonna be the new, the mask and all that shit, that this communist shit that they're trying to force people to go through. The reason things, because normally history, anybody smart, if you study history, when big changes happen, revolutions, things don't go back to normal. But that's the thing. Nothing was broke. Nothing was broke. Nothing. I guarantee it. If you're black, you're white, whatever, nothing was broke. Don't fix something that ain't broke. They tried to fix something that wasn't broke. Actually, they didn't even try to fix it. The whole thing was a hoax, a scam. Nothing was fucking broke. So things are going to go back to the way they were. Why? Because there was no fucking problem. There was nothing, the systemic racism. That's impossible. Anybody, especially from my generation, that's fucking impossible. Systemic racism. How the fuck you got black men? How Don Lemon bitch ass? How the fuck systemic? And it's not. It's because I worked for CNN and they shielded. No, he didn't say that. What I'm saying is, what kind of possible answer could a millionaire black nigga be talking about? There's goddamn racism. There's no system. CNN couldn't have fucking protected you. CNN is headquartered in fucking Atlanta. So if racism and all of this shit, you telling me in Atlanta they protect, but Atlanta is the black. How the fuck is a black mecca in goddamn the middle of the fucking Confederacy? According to y'all, the Confederacy is still alive and well. So how did all this stupid shit still happen that y'all lying about? Y'all are stupid. So that's why it's like, you can't go back. Yes, we can. This wasn't a revolution. Anybody who studied French Revolution, if you just paid attention in grade school, it was always a fucking real reason. There was real tyrants. There was real shit happening. Not some fucking. It was never some fucking goddamn bum that a whole revolution started over. It was a just motherfucker. It was an upright man, or whatever. He got unjustly killed. That might spark a revolution, not the fucking crackhead trying to pass fake money, or another fucking crackhead high as hell wife beater in a fucking passed out. Like I said, too many of us niggas gonna goddamn point out the fact no fuck nigga gonna goddamn cause us to do all this shit. Cause any real nigga, like I said, once he woke up and realized the cops was on his ass, that's just it. He violated the street rules. When he goddamn woke up and tried to fight them cops, he took his life in his own hands. It's not on us no more. He ain't want to go back to prison. That's on him. It's just like, now that part is like the movies. Cause we all know, some of them, not all of us, some of us know niggas in real, you got friends who's like, I ain't going back to prison. It's not just in the movies. I ain't going back. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't going back. This nigga decided he wasn't going back to prison. That's on you taking your life in your own hands. So, like I said, there's no problem to fix. There was no problem. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There was no fucking problem. I guess she can't walking because of the video I made is up. It's still uploaded. It's probably uploaded. So that's why they had her walk by. You see they went back, they ran back in their house right now. I guess that's what she must be a stripper. That's why she walked by. She's looking at it. You notice she's holding her phone. She's holding her phone. She's walking. I guarantee you. Now remember that first video, I just made, it broke into two parts automatically. But it's like 35 minutes I was out here about an hour ago. But since they were, like I said, they're idiots. That's why I said we can't let these motherfuckers be in charge. It's not because of black folks. There is not no self-hate. No, it's all the idiots in our race. It's all the stupid people in our race. All the losers in our race, like this loser right here. Just like white folks, they got losers in their race too. All of the losers got together and started all this shit. Your horn ain't loud enough, loser. All of these losers started all this shit, and you're a perpetrator. Take that shit off. You're a fake gangster, bitch. Take that shit off, perpetrator. So anyway, I got to fake nigga on camera. But anyway, so all the losers of every race got together, and they were tired of being losers. History, like I said, history shows y'all will never win. I mean, I don't know. I'm not God. I don't know why he made you a loser. I have no clue. But history shows this shit is not going to work. There's no way. Y'all can try. Y'all tried all of y'all thought the laws were on your side, but really it shows y'all tried to manipulate these laws, sexual harassment, racism, basically EO laws. Y'all tried to manipulate EO laws to tip the scale from the people who are naturally winners to y'all losers. That's why y'all was always, most of us, it. You done heard it in your lifetime. You didn't have to do them like that. Remember, if you heard these phrases and people tried to make you feel bad for the things you just did, and most of us, again, if you're my generation, and well, they changed it, but at least my generation, you knew not to rub it in. You never rub shit in unless it's, at the most, if it's a competition between you and your close friend, then you might rub it in. But your friend, because he might win. Y'all both rub it in the end because that's the whole point. Not to rub it in. You're like, what does that even mean? Meaning, you might dance, whoop your ass, nigga. But that's the point. That's just your homeboy. It goes back and forth. But if you beat somebody, you're at a competition with strangers or whatever, and it's not out of fear, it's just you're not an asshole. You're not going to rub it in. and it was natural. There was no need, again, to try to fix something that wasn't broke. That's when they started with all of everybody getting participation trophies, everybody getting a trophy. If you're a winner, you don't need a fucking participation trophy when you lost. What you do is go back and figure out why you lost, and that's what they tried to goddamn stop us from doing. They goddamn tried to, that's what all this shit, this manipulating, this mental, bullshit, all this PC shit, because they know we didn't stop. And matter of fact, you might have that reputation, and it's not even like people are scared of you, whatever, that you don't quit. And they know that. And they'll tell this nigga do not quit. And they're not in this, on maybe a woman that might be mad at you, might even be a relative, that's some whole shit. The wish so bad, oh, something gonna happen to him. Oh, somebody gonna show you, somebody gonna put it. No, man, I ain't never said that to somebody who won something. If you won, you won. Now, if you cheated, and I found out you cheated, that's different. But if you won fair and square, either I'm gonna stop doing what we doing, if whatever it is, whatever I lost that, if I figure out I can't find a way to beat you, I'm just retiring from that endeavor. I won't do that no more. Or, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just a team player. But, I'm not going to wish evil on you. Somebody going to take you out. Somebody, that's only women would do that. Some evil shit like that. I ain't never said that in my life. Somebody going to do something to you. All of this shit. just Oh, you know what I did? I'm gonna pull up that article. Uh, 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 uh. They keep calling me out here. Whatever they use to call me out there, they want it. I guess they wanted me to see the little stripper go by in her in whatever gear. The day is over with, fuck nigga. That fuck nigga right there. You're not a protector of women. You're a fuck nigga. You a gay ass bitch. You don't protect women. So I don't know why you came out here like you was protecting her honor. No, you're a bitch. You the goddamn reason why they goddamn can't keep a man now. Gay ass niggas like you. You think you protect you the worst. If I had, if you was around my daughter, you the nigga I would fuck up. You a whole nigga talking about, yes, sis, yeah, stay the fuck away from my family members, my female family members, got them thinking that shit cool. Here you go. Look at the date. 5 months ago. Master bedroom, antiquated term. I'm emphatically stressing the word master, his right arm stretched out, moving in sweeping motion. And this is a white woman. This is in England before George Floyd got killed. But they're just today or yesterday, the day before, talking about master. The word master needs to be taken. But this article came out months ago from a white woman in England, and she's saying it because of it has to do with a man just being in charge, not a white man or whatever, just men, period. She tries to break it down, basically she's saying the word needs to be, I guess, canceled. So, and then another thing, like a lot of black people point out, and I'm not trying to cause division because anybody smart knows that feminists, these white feminists, are not for you black women. They're not on your side. All they care about is getting revenge back on their men, on white men. So y'all just jumping in, I'm a black feminist, I'm a feminist. No. See what I'm saying? This shit has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with y'all. Those liberals are the real racists, white liberals, just like that woman. They're the ones who treat you like you're too stupid to think for yourself, tell you have to vote for Joe Biden, who, literally was homeboys with open racists back in the 70s, literally off the laws, was the architect of laws that put millions of niggas in jail, but he's the one but it's okay. Don't worry about it. We gonna stop talking. We just gonna stop talking. Y'all want to be fucking slaves? That's all right. You know, dumb as hell. But that's all right. Y'all got children. Y'all are like the idiots that. See what I'm saying? It's not the children's fault. The adults, the black liberal gang stalkers, they had them kids come out here. But you know, they leader, like I said, they're whoever's in charge. That's what they do in front of the police. Remember, that's how they get killed. That's exactly what they do with that little boy or girl, whatever. I can't see that far. That's what they do. That's why the liberals. I can't. That's what I said. It wasn't something that I can do. Cause I was too real. I'm sorry. I'm not bragging. I was just too real to do shit like that. Think about it. That you're not. We don't dance. There was never no dance. The only dances was R&B stars, Usher. You know what I'm saying? But now that's it. That's so. Never, never. Cause I was too busy figuring out shit. Dancing is fine if that's your talent, but don't try to be, like you're a gangster, like shit like that. Nigga, you a dancer. Or if you're a female, you're a dancer. Which that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to dance. But if you're involved with thugs and criminals, you got to stay in your place. It is what it is. All that shit that was never, no thug shit. Dancing and break dance battling. That was normally most breakdancers back in the day in the early 80s, they were poor. Why? Because they wasn't selling drugs. They was too busy breakdancing, which is cool, yeah, I guess. But they wasn't out hustling. They were too busy dancing. That's why they were poor and hungry and shit like that. Nigga, you spending all your time spending on your back and smoking crack instead of selling crack. I mean, I'm not advocating. I'm just saying. Oh shit! All right, but and then they get mad because we laughing at them. It's not no. It's the be like I said, because y'all came at the capitalists. Y'all told these lies. That's all it is. If y'all if you want to be broke and poor, that's fine. But don't blame other people because you, one, fell for the nonsense. That capitalism is wrong, and really the reason you went with it because you're a failure, a loser, and there was an easy excuse. Oh, it's somebody else's fault. We need to become Marxists and take away all the they won't let it, like I said, every time I talk to someone, a capitalist, their eyes lit up like it's been so long since they were able to pass on that information. I'm talking about white, black, all of them. The black ones usually were like, hey, welcome, brother. I talked to some black real estate investors and they were so positive. They were so positive, like, hey, man, shit, I made my first meal before I was 30, da 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 da. This was a black dude in, my old city. I don't know if he lost it or made and lost, but, whatever. Just ask. That's all you got to do. Nobody is there's no racism trying to keep you from being a capitalist. The problem is y'all don't want to ask. And when we try to tell you, you think we're trying to tell you what to do. And it's like, no, nigga, we giving you advice. So y'all joined this group, to try to take down capitalism. But sorry, bruh. Sorry. Things are going back to the way they were because there was nothing broke. So since there was nothing broke, things are going back to the way they were. Y'all still trying to hold on to this COVID. People talking about how now that the riots are over, they're going back to COVID. So then you got a few trying to throw it in. Oh, you Americans are so stupid. Y'all, everything's a conspiracy. It's like, hey, bitch, then how is systemic racism not a conspiracy? Either way. But, well, we got proof. No, you don't got proof. Those are crackheads. So you're a white person. You're trying to school us that we're being discriminated against, and we're telling you no, that doesn't happen. We know you're just a liberal crackhead. Actually, yeah, we know you're a liberal crackhead. We know you're a white meth head crackhead trying to tell the rest of us, trying to tell black people that we're being discriminated against. We're like, no, you're just a crackhead. That's all it is, you know. And the reason, well, why don't they get killed? Because they're white. You're like, but that's what we're talking about. Nope, let me finish. They're white. They don't want to fight the police. Meaning, yeah, they goddamn just give up. You know, you might have white, if you watch that show like LAPD, the LA jail, you know, and you'll see white crackhead females fighting the police, and they got to put the mask on them because they were spitting. But the reason white folks, the ones, the crackheads, but we know the majority of them, they just give up. That's why. They just go to jail. Because they're white. That's what I mean by they're white. You know, I ain't saying they're punks, but no, they just go ahead and, you know, put their hands behind their back. But you got some that try to fight. Obviously, they're crackheads. They own meth. They own goddamn crack. They own heroin. They own whatever. So they try to fight. Just like niggas that's on crack, or Chinese people that's on crack in America, you know. So they try to fight. But the majority of a white person, once they get pulled over, you know, they just cooperate. That's why. So when you're not fooling nobody that something needs to be fixed. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. Except for y'all crackheads. We gonna fix that. We gonna fix y'all BLM motherfuckers, all you marchers. We gonna fix y'all. That needs to be fixed. And I don't mean revenge. Oh, we're gonna get you. We gonna fix you. No, we're gonna repair you. We gonna give y'all some real correction. Trust me, it's coming. Y'all finna get fixed. Peace out.